Looking for a thrilling crime fix after binge-watching The Blacklist? Well, you are in luck. There are several gripping shows out there that promise to satisfy your crime-solving cravings. From espionage to mystery, these series offer a mix of excitement, intelligence, and suspense that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Let's explore a few noteworthy shows that might just become your next guilty pleasure. Before we dive into the more details, subscribe to the CineWizard and hit the bell icon to stay up to date on the latest news and reviews.
Peter Caffrey's cut his anklet.
Alias. Before last, Star Trek and Star Wars, J.J. Abrams created Alias. It was a first television show produced by his company, Bad Robot. This critical darling won 4 Emmy and a Golden Globe, and that's barely scratching the surface. It was broadcasted on ABC for 5 seasons, running from 2001 to 2006. It's an espionage thriller with action, drama, and a sprinkling of sci-fi. The story centers around Sydney Bristow, played by Jennifer Garner, a double agent of the CIA installed within a criminal organization called SD6. Do you like spies? Watch this one. Alias has entire spy families. This show has the costumes, the gadgets, and the action sequences. It's fitting that Abrams went on to direct the third Mission Impossible movie because the world of his show is so similar. However, Alias isn't your standard spy fear. It's a little bit mystical in an Indiana Jones sort of way. There are battles over strange artifacts as prophecies merge with conspiracies. Rather than taking over the show, the sci-fi elements give it a little favor. In addition, Abrams throws in just the right amount of drama, romance, action and comedy, created the perfect genre blend. If that doesn't intrigue you, the show also stars a young Bradley Cooper and Michael Wharton.
I was recruited by a secret branch of the CIA called SD6.
I was trained as a spy.
Sherlock, into the world of Sherlock Holmes, where this adaptation has gained a devoted fanbase and even snagged 9 Emmys. Created by Stephen Moffat and Mark Gatiss, the show aired on the BBC, featuring 4 seasons with a possible 5th in the cards. Benedict Cumberbatch takes on the role of Sherlock Holmes with Martin Freeman as Watson. This modern-day rendition stays true to the original stories while adding its own twist. Instead of a typical detective, Cumberbatch's Sherlock is a high-functioning sociopath. The show introduces a unique take on Moriarty, played by Andrew Scott, creating a tension akin to Batman and the Joker, but with a nearly electric intensity. And here's a fun twist. Irene Adler, Holmes' adversary or love interest, becomes a cunning dominatrix in this version. Despite its edgy vibe, the show retains a charming British reserve, making it stand out in its own delightful way.
There are lives at stake.
White Collar. Step into the world of White Collar, a classic cable procedural that feels as cozy as chicken noodle soup. Crafted by Jeff Aston, this show graced the USA Network for 6 seasons, offering a comforting and familiar experience. Matt Bomer brings charisma to the screen as Neil Caffrey, a former con artist turned FBI informant. His partner in crime solving is Tim DK, the agent who once captured him, creating a dynamic duo with a buddy cop vibe. White Collar shares similarities with The Blacklist, both exploring the stories of charming criminals turned FBI collaborators. Yet White Collar distinguishes itself with a more light-hearted tone, resembling a cute television version of Catch Me If You Can. The cast, including familiar faces like Willie Garson, Tiffany Thiessen, and Hilary Burton, adds to the show's appeal. If you are in the mood for a simple, fun, and comforting watch, White Collar is the perfect choice.
You're James Maine, rich, carefree island resident.
Hannibal. Dive into the world of Hannibal, a psychological horror series offering a unique perspective on the infamous Hannibal Lecter, known for The Silence of the Lambs. Based on Thomas Harris novels, this show, crafted by Brian Fuller, ran for 3 seasons on NBC, gaining critical acclaim, a cult following, and 8 Saturn Awards despite low ratings. Mads Mikkelsen takes on the role of Lecter, while Hugh Dancy portrays Will Graham, the hero in this twisted tale. Their fates are intertwined. Lecter becomes the notorious serial killer, and Graham is the one set to catch him. Hannibal delves into the evolving relationship between them, echoing the dynamic scene in Sherlock and Moriarty. The show is celebrated for its imagery, seamlessly shifting between the grotesque and the beautiful, creating a captivating portrait of a psychopath mind. Be warned, though Hannibal can be intense and grisly, not recommended for the faint of heart. Mindhunter. Mindhunter is a Netflix series created by Joe Panol. Like Hannibal, it has a unique aesthetic, which is due to the fact that many of the episodes were directed by Oscar nominee David Fincher, who also served as an executive producer. It has 2 seasons so far, and there is the potential for a third, with Fincher saying that he might return. Mindhunter is about the birth of criminal profiling, based on a true crime book of the same name. Jonathan Groff and Holt McCallany played FBI agents who team up with the psychologist Anna Torv to study serial killers in the 70s and 80s. They subsequently begin to build an FBI's behavioral science unit. The show is based on real events, featuring infamous murderers like Edmund Kemper and Charles Manson. Period-accurate details, like the costumes and music choices, transport you back in time, and every actor's performance is layered. To sum it up, Mindhunter has a slick, dark feel of a Fincher film, but you get 2 seasons instead of 2 hours. Bonus.
I'm asking you as the leader of your department, what did Holden say that so offended the city?
Jack Ryan. Meet Jack Ryan, a character previously portrayed by Harrison Ford, Alec Baldwin, Ben Affleck, and Chris Pine, but now making his television debut. John Krasinski takes on the role of the CIA analyst in this famous original, skillfully bringing the character to life. The series, created by Carlton Cuse and Graham Rowland, has 4 seasons available on Amazon. Jack Ryan delivers a political thriller with loads of action. In essence, it's all about spies doing spy things on an international scale. The plot might not be memorable, but that's okay because you don't need to overthink it. Just enjoy the spectacle. Amazon invests heavily in this series, evident in its high production values that make these set and action sequences look impressive. Plus, let's not forget that Krasinski adds a bit of charm to the mix, so if you are feeling a tad patriotic or simply want to enjoy a dose of abs and explosions, sit back, relax, let your brain take a break, and immerse yourself in the world of Jack Ryan.
What happened? Reyes! Look at me. Was his name ever mentioned?
You guys stay. You have no protection.
Person of Interest. Enter the world of Person of Interest, a hidden gem in the TV landscape that, despite its exceptional cast, crew, and concept, remains criminally underrated. Crafted by Jonathan Nolan and executive produced by J.J. Abrams, this sci-fi crime drama series graced CBS for 5 seasons for 2011 to 2016. Person of Interest stars Jim Caviezel as John Reese, a former soldier and CIA operative with a dangerous edge. He is enlisted by Harold Finch, played by Michael Emerson, a brilliant billionaire who designed a powerful AI. Together, they use this AI to predict imminent crimes and prevent them. Think Minority Report, but with a unique twist. The machine predicts the event without revealing the murderer or victim, leaving John and Finch to unravel the mystery. As the narrative unfolds, the show expands its universe, exploring the dynamics of competing AIs and organizations vying to control. Expect a thrilling blend of drama and action. The cast includes Taraji P. Henson as police detective Josh Carter, whose relationship with John adds an extra layer of intrigue. Amy Acker makes appearances as a lively hacker, eventually becoming a series regular, as Person of Interest refuses to stick to its original formula, delivering unexpected and radical shifts that keep viewers on the edge of their seats. So if you are ever in need of a thrilling escape, just pick one of these shows, sit back and enjoy the ride.
Credit cards, 6 cover identities, just like when you were with the agency.
There's a vast world of entertainment waiting for you, with intriguing characters, gripping plots, and most importantly, endless possibilities for a great time. For more videos like this, subscribe to the CineWizard and press the bell icon to get notifications.